Content warning for this episode. The first few seconds contains a gunshot. Listener discretion is advised.
As Chris and older Samantha both take a step forward, the gun goes off. And almost in slow motion, you see the revolver round smack into Chris's forehead as the blood flies and his lifeless body hits the wall and slumps into a sitting position. On the other side of the glass, you guys see smoke from the end of the barrel begins to dissipate. You see Chris's body slumped against the wall, his head down, blood just pouring from the wound in his head. Older Samantha, what you guys didn't notice before is there is a divider, so they could not get to each other. You see older Samantha up against the divider, hitting it and crying and just unconsolable because they were both released right before the gun went off. And then we cut back to your guys' side of the room.
Ryan, what the fuck did you do?
We couldn't make a choice. We had to. It was choice. It was fair.
My God.
I had to.
You did. No, you didn't have to. She made her choice. She sacrificed herself to stay out here. We had one chance to bring him back, and you just fucked all of that up. How could you?
It was fair.
It's not.
There was no fighting. There was no arguing over who should live, who should die. It was just fair. And I didn't want to, but someone had to.
Everybody give me a human check.
On a 40.
99 on a 12.
81 on a 52.
I had 97 on an 11.
Okay, so Ned, you're the only one that can really tell, which is fitting because you and Ryan are more like brothers. This choice really did eat at him. This was not a choice he made lightly, but he did feel like somebody had to make the choice.
Ned's gonna stand up and keep his head down. He's not gonna look in the window. I'm gonna pull one of the shirts we pulled out of Arthur's closet out of the bag and just walk up to Ryan. Man, did you at least try?
Yeah, I tried. It hit 0 when it was still halfway across. And there was...
That's enough. I don't need more. Thanks for trying. That's the best I can get. And I push the shirt into his chest. Clean the blood off your face. And Ned's gonna go stand by the door with no handle, assuming that's where we're gonna have to go.
Arthur quietly goes over there as well, just kind of in shock.
Ryan just kind of stares at the shirt in his hands for a minute, just not really seeing it. And he slowly raises it and wipes the blood off his face from being hit and stuff. And he just kind of stands there, just trying to process.
Samantha, what do you do?
Sam and Melanie both do their best to recollect themselves. But she's still kind of just sitting there, kind of just on her knees at the window, just with her head in her hands, just quietly crying to herself, not wanting to move at this point in time.
You see through the window that older Samantha is basically mimicking what you're doing. Not in a mimic kind of way, but she's doing the same thing. She's knelt down, her hands are up against the glass, her forehead is down, She's openly weeping. You're the only one looking through the window, right?
Yes.
I want you to roll me an alertness check. And I want you to roll me an alertness at... What's your alertness?
Like ridiculously high. 71.
Okay, just roll me an alertness.
32 and a 71.
You see that the blood that is coming from Chris is moving.
Moving?
It's following a groove in the floor.
Oh, okay.
You can't tell where that groove is going, but you can tell that the blood is being collected for something.
Is it like going like down, or is it kind of just like down into the floor, or is it like just kind of following the groove of the tile or the brick or whatever the floor is?
There is a specific groove that is cut out into the floor, and you, with that alertness check, I will say you are able to see that same groove is cut into Samantha's side of the room as well. Basically, that's where the choice came in. A sacrifice had to be made.
Is it like going behind the wall?
Yes. It's flowing towards you, so it goes kind of out of sight once it hits where the wall is, like where you can't see it anymore.
Sam will... She kind of just watches it for a moment before standing up. And is she able to like follow it? Or is it like in the room where they're at? Like behind the glass?
It's behind the glass.
Okay.
It doesn't come over into your side of the room at all.
Okay. She will just quietly stand up then. And without making eye contact with anybody, just pushes past all of them and walks over to the door where Ned is at and goes to push it open.
The door does not move, but now that you're over there, I need Samantha and Ned and Arthur to each give me I'll say alertness as well.
Thought you said sailor for a second. Like, I don't know what a sailor roll is.
16 on a 36.
You want me to roll another alertness, you said?
Yes.
That was a 70 and a 71.
Nice.
I got a 20 on a 53 and a 19 on a, I don't know what my sailor roll is, but...
Fuck you. You guys all see there is something that you overlooked in the heat of the moment. Something that looks like it's set into the wall. It almost looks like a rain catcher, like a glass tube. And as soon as you notice it, you see the bottom starts to fill with red liquid.
Yeah, Cody's laughing, so it's good. Let's play pretend! Let's play pretend! Let's play pretend!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pretend. My name is Jordan Derringer. I am your DM, GM, keeper, handler, and host. And I have with me, as always, Mr. Nick Barnett.
Fuck you.
And Mr. Breck Black.
I'm not happy.
I feel this intro going a certain way. I also have with me Mr. Matt Check.
Arthur Gooseberg here.
Thank you for at least introducing your character. And last but certainly not least, Mrs. Melanie Derringer.
I sat up here for half an hour torturing myself to make myself cry. Legit tears for that opening. So you're welcome.
That was a great opening.
It was.
I have to say bravo on that because that was fantastic.
I'm hoping I tugged at everyone's heartstrings because that sucked.
Well, hey, Good job, method actor. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, you for sure pulled on mine.
I heard it. I heard you break, and I was like, yes, me torturing myself worked.
All right.
Come on, leader, fill the void.
Your music is like cutting in and out, and it's confusing me.
Oh, well, it should stop soon.
Oh, good.
7 years later.
Right? Do you guys have anything you want to talk about in this little interim before we get back into the role play, or do you just want to get back into the episode?
I think it's for the best to just get back into it.
Yeah, I said my piece in the intro.
Yeah.
I mean, can we talk about how much of a sadist you are?
Sure, I do that.
I mean, you killed the dead man.
This game's not fun unless there are risks, right?
Yeah, but like, we've always kind of had a choice or a way to, break a door.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you didn't give us that this time.
I mean, the last episode is literally titled Choices. So, you had a choice. The choice was just, who are you going to sacrifice?
We at least tried to not sacrifice anyone.
Yeah, I was trying to cheese it.
I had to differ. I was going to sacrifice Older Sam, so...
Yeah, you were.
Melanie's like, I will get this fucking horse one way or the other.
Yeah, there's ulterior motive.
Does she want the horse or Chris more?
Oh.
Yes.
Let's put the horse and Chris in the same trap.
It's one in the same.
Chris is the horse. Okay, got it.
Wow, that's going to be the big reveal at the end of the campaign.
Chris was a horse?
No, Nega Chris is the horse.
Oh my God.
I say nay.
Oh.
All right, and with that, we're
Yeah, my
going to
head
get into
hurts
the
really bad
episode.
from crying, so let's get into this.
Yeah. We're going to get into the episode. This is going to be a weird episode because you're not going to get a recap. I think with how emotionally raw that opening was, we don't really need a recap. So, let's just get right into it. You guys are standing over by the door. Ryan, you have a shirt in your hand that you are trying to get the blood off of you, just kind of absent-mindedly trying to get the blood off you. Three of you have noticed that there is a vial on the wall that is filling up with a red liquid. What do you guys do from here?
Sam isn't looking at it. She's just looking at the door. We're just basically waiting for it to open.
Arthur can't look away from it. He's just still in shock from the whole thing. It's like,
Ned's staring at it, wide-eyed with his arms crossed, standing out of the way of the door. It seems pretty obvious that Sam's going to run through as soon as it opens.
Ryan is going to slip the set of Chris's dog tags over his head and set them on the lever and just kind of stare at that for a minute.
The three of you are Samantha and Ned and Arthur are over by the door. Ryan, you're the only one that's still in the middle of the room. What about Ashley? What about Ashley? What is Ashley doing?
Yeah. What is your character doing? God.
Ashley's kind of in shock over the whole thing. She hasn't started to cry, but she hasn't said anything either. She's just looking through the window, which means I guess I'm not going to have to make her roll. Ryan, roll me an alertness. Since you're staring at the lever, I want you to roll this alertness at a -10, because you'd still be able to see it pretty easily out of your peripherals.
That is a 61 on a modified 71.
Okay. So you see it as well, and you are seeing it right as you hear, I'll say you all hear, a slight gasp come from Ashley. Ryan, since you are front and center, you look up, you see on Chris's side of the chamber, part of the wall has slid open, and a person is walking into that chamber.
What do they look like?
I'm glad you asked. They look like a man in a suit. For those of you note takers, that is significant.
Yes. Why does that? Hold on. Hold. Pause. That's a long way fucking back.
That was old Sam. She was
Yeah.
talking about the old man in a suit.
Yeah.
The man in the suit is the one that gave them the ritual to be able to go back.
Mm-hmm.
That was before you guys even fell in the pit. That was when you were still pregnant, Melanie.
My notes aren't going to make any fucking sense then.
Yeah, like Ashley's DTF.
No, FTW.
FMK,
FMK.
guys.
FMK.
It's FMK. Get it right.
Would the man in the suit be in my cryptic book?
He would not. I'm not even going to make you look for it in the book. I'm going to straight up tell you he would not be in your cryptid book.
Arthur doesn't like men in suits.
They're suspicious.
Here come the men in black.
I was thinking the same thing.
Apparently, though, I didn't write down anything about the man in the suit, but I remember the man in the suit, so...
But he's the man in black.
I halfway thought it was going to be Lance.
It was session 14, if anyone cares.
That was definitely a ways back.
It was the session right before we met nobody.
I do
The
remember.
visceral reaction to nobody just makes me so happy.
Hey, I like nobody. I thought he was cool.
No, you didn't. I did. And then all of a sudden you wanted him. I'll fight you to the death on this one. You pulled me away because you're like, don't talk to it.
Nobody could be put to death. That'd be nice.
No, you wanted to turn him into a taxi service.
Yeah, I didn't write
then tried
down anything about this dude.
No.
Anyways, continue.
Exposition.
Yes, so you guys see Ryan and Ashley, you both see the man in the suit on Chris's side of the glass. And since you see him walk in from a seemingly invisible door, because part of the wall just slides open and he walks in, you see a look of confusion over older Samantha's face. Because she told you that she watched him die. And he walks into the room, just kind of looks at the scene in front of him, looks at the blood that is just flowing into this groove, and looks up and makes direct eye contact with Ashley and then with Ryan, and then kind of glances out the window at the rest of you, who haven't really noticed him yet until now, when he says,
That is, a choice. Definitely a more savage choice. But congratulations. A choice has been made.
Who the fuck are you?
Sam slams her fist onto the wall, but doesn't turn her back and just says, "You mean to tell me there was another decision aside from killing him?"
Oh, yes. To be 100% fair, nobody had to die. Enough blood just had to be spilled to weigh the scale to open the door.
She shoots the dirtiest look towards Ryan.
Ryan is just staring very confusedly at the window. Did you make this place?
I wouldn't say I made it, no. I would just say I moved in once it was vacant. Maybe made a few tweaks here and there to make it my own. But I am not the curator of this place, no.
So what you're saying is you're the ones that put them in there.
No, but what a spectacular thing it ended up being. I, personally, just know how the trap works. I did not know that these two were going to be the players in this gruesome game.
Sam still has her bat, right?
did you have a bat? I thought you had, oh no, you did end up grabbing a bat. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Sam grabs her bat off her back and runs at the window and screams and slams it against the glass.
The bat bounces off.
She just basically has a wild look in her eyes as she's staring at the man in the suit.
Doesn't matter how many times you hit the glass, you kind of get the idea that it's essentially bulletproof glass.
She still hits it again.
Is the fence gone?
Yes, the fence slid down. It is gone.
Got it.
Regardless of if it's bulletproof or not, she still hits again. She's just pissed.
My dear, anger will not get you anywhere.
You shut the fuck up.
Oh,
I want answers.
it looks like the door isn't filling anymore.
He looks down at Chris.
Maybe you didn't have enough blood in you after all.
Why don't you add to it, you motherfucker?
As Arthur fucking hits against the window.
If you insist.
He takes a remote out of his pocket and flips a button. And as he does that, the revolver begins to go over to older Samantha's side of the room.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the It's not what I meant. I meant you asshole.
Why would I do that?
I think you understand exactly why you fucking should.
Well, now. All the anger over there. A choice had to be made to get you through the door, to get you out of here.
You didn't really leave much of a choice in the first place or much of a, explanation of what we had to do. You just put a fucking gun to both of our friends' heads and then just said, make a decision.
You're correct. But there were 3 decisions that could have been made.
Clearly, that wasn't very noticeable.
Is the decision not to act at all not a decision?
Not when the gun was already in position to shoot one of them.
You never know what could have happened if you just left the lever in the middle.
Ned slumps to the ground, still by the door.
The man in the suit flips the switch again and the gun stops, inches away from its landing point before it would have fired.
Now, I don't think you want to see another friend die tonight, am I correct?
What do you want?
I'd like to see your stupid face die.
I didn't say I wanted anything. You fine folks would like to get through the door, no?
You're right. But why would you immediately jump to killing one of our friends?
He glances over at older Samantha.
Is she not one of your friends? She looks like an older version of the angry one.
Just because she looks like me doesn't mean she's my friend.
You see older Samantha glances at you and looks hurt by that.
She just wants the horse.
Ryan is going to turn around and move to the door, to where the vial is.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an opening to it? Like at the top?
It is in the bottom. It is filling from the bottom up.
So it's not open at all?
Well, the opening is... No, it's an enclosed vial.
He's going to turn around back to the window and just be like, how do we get in there?
Oh, it's simple. You need more blood.
No, I mean in there with Sam. Or you.
Oh, no.
Where the blood needs to be.
No. You don't understand. You don't get to be on this side of the puzzle.
He grins extra wide when he says that.
That it's not really a fucking puzzle if there's one answer.
There wasn't one answer. There were 3.
Really? Because it sounds to me like we have to kill both our friends to fill the pressure plate to open the door. Which means this isn't a puzzle. It's a murder room.
I never said anybody had to die. Look at the scene. Look at the hole in your friend's head. Look at how much blood has been spilled that is not going into the groove.
Sam just hits the glass again.
This puzzle did not require a lot of blood, but when you make a mess trying to solve the puzzle, sometimes a second answer has to be thought of.
Just an aristocratic fuck. He thinks he's smart when he gives you one option. I'll be over the door. We'll give you 4.
I mean, I can very easily open the door to the next chamber for you.
How about you give me that gun and I'll give you 1 option?
From where you are standing, you have no way to get to where I am.
Here's the thing, Mr. Sunglasses. Because I'm assuming he has sunglasses. That's just how I picture
probably
him.
eating an apple because he's the fuck.
He actually does not have sunglasses,
Okay, here's the thing,
but he
Mr.
does still have a big smile on his face.
Mr. Asshole. The vial apparently has some sort of grooves in the fucking floor on that side of the glass. How the hell are we supposed to open it from this side of the goddamn glass?
I'm not saying that you can. I'm simply saying I can help you.
So what
We're
you're
good.
saying is we still had to murder one of the people, or both, in those rooms to fill the fucking vial to get out. So as Ryan said, it's a murder room, not a puzzle, you fat fuck.
He's actually quite skinny.
I don't care what you look like.
Oh, it seems like we struck a nerve.
That was your god speaking, not the man in the suit.
He's like, I'm on Weight Watchers. I hope you know.
How dare you? I've only eaten 7 points today.
I just got this suit.
He looks at you and he says,
Apparently your anger is clouding your hearing, my dear. I told you this puzzle did not require a lot of blood. You just made a mess trying to obtain it.
You can fuck off now.
Okay. If you don't want my help, I will gladly leave and you guys can rot in that room.
You mean the same kind of help that left her, and he points to older Sam, trapped in a dimension without her friends?
She made her choice.
Even if there was other choices to be made that I'm sure you just happened to not mention.
Oh, absolutely not. You see, she didn't tell you the whole story. She made a deal, and her side of the deal was she gets the answer to leave, but doesn't get to leave herself. The deal did not have to be made.
You're right, it didn't. But again, I'm sure you didn't tell her anything else. Didn't offer any info.
I thrive on deals, my boy. Why would I give her another option when I could get what I want and we both helped each other?
So, that leads me to the conclusion of why the fuck any of us should listen to you.
Well, a deal is sealed with a handshake. I can't shake your hand from the other side of the glass, so there are no strings attached to this help. This time. But again, if you guys would rather rot, that's fine by me. I will take my leave.
You said that no one had to die in this.
You are correct.
How?
Oh, well, I guess since the game is over and all plays have been made, all you had to do was leave the lever in the middle. The gun came down, sure. But if you would not have made a choice, the gun would not have gone down far enough to shoot either one of your friends.
Then nothing would have gotten filled.
I don't believe that.
And then the jar wouldn't be filled and we'd be in the same fucking predicament. You fucking aristocratic moron.
You don't have to believe me. I'll show you.
and he walks over to the wall right in front of the window, reaches down, and you can hear him moving a brick. And he pulls out a brick. The rest of this room is like almost like a mossy green color brick. He pulls out one that is a different color. It's more of a lighter green. And he holds it up. And he goes,
The answer was here the whole time.
He tosses the brick to the side and reaches down and pulls out a knife.
If you notice, there's a hole in the glass where the gun can go from either side. After the gun went off the third time, if you noticed, before your friend got shot, they were released. All that had to happen was that gun had to go off 3 times. Then they find this knife, they each shed a little bit of blood, and everybody's happy. But that was not their decision. This was your decision. And now you have to live with the consequences of that.
And you can still be leaving.
You are correct, I will take my leave.
You see that he takes the knife and goes to almost hand it through the slot to older Samantha, and then smiles and takes it back and starts walking towards the door.
Hey, I have a question.
You can see by the change of his face that he grins again before he turns around and says,
Yes?
Why the deals?
That's a very hard question to answer.
Well, with you walking out with the knife, we're gonna rot in here, so it's not like we don't have anything other than time.
Time. Isn't that a funny thing, time? And it's not that it's a hard thing to answer for the reason you're suspecting. It's a hard thing to put into words. Let's just say the deals are what make me thrive down here. Without the deals, I wouldn't be the presence that I am.
and he turns around to walk through the door again.
Are you gonna leave the knife, or are you just gonna be a dick?
He stops again and he goes,
But you see, if I left the knife, I would indeed be helping you. And last I recall, you don't want my help.
Well, technically, you're taking an item that would have been used by us, so you're actually crippling us. And if so facto, you are doing something to affect us. So, leave with that in your fucking ascot, you fuck.
To be fair, the knife wasn't going to do you any good, considering it was on the side of the room with the corpse.
Explain away taking one of the key items as much as you want.
Oh, you know what? You are very correct.
you see in the blink of an eye, he's back in front of the window. Like faster than you could even picture him moving, he's back in front of the window. And he puts the knife back in the cubby and takes the brick and replaces it. And he goes,
You are very correct. Let's just see how well it helps you from there.
and turns and walks away.
Arthur's a little unsettled by that speech. He's like,
That's right.
So is it something that like older Sam can get to, or is it only on Chris's side of the room?
It's only on Chris's side of the room.
so I guess we're dead in this room, guys. I'll start carving on the walls how long we've been here.
Can I roll a search to see if there's any way we can fill it from our side of the room?
You can, but I am going to say this. As he is walking past Chris, he stops and looks at Chris. And he kind of shoots a glance over his shoulder and he grins. And he slaps Chris in the back of the head.
The fuck?
And when he does that, another little gush of blood comes out and goes into the groove. And he goes,
It won't be enough to let you out, but it was fun.
and he walks back through the door and the wall slides closed.
Fucking weirdo.
If Sam could bust through the glass and rip his head off, she would.
Oh, yeah, dude. Arthur's fuming. But the man in the suit gave Arthur an idea.
Can I
he's
roll
now
my
gonna start
search
looking
first,
around
though?
the walls. Sorry. I'll let Mel go first.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your search.
That's a 68. I don't see anything on 32.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Arthur wants to look for similar brick patterns on this side of the room. Maybe there's a fucking clue.
Okay. Roll me a search.
My search is so fucking low. Oh, that's not a good number to see this. Oh, okay. That's good. 14 on a 29.
Yeah, you're right. 14 is not a good number to see on that.
No, I saw 4. I'm like, oh god. Oh god. But I got it within the range.
At a quick glance, you don't see anything. But I'll get back to you. You're still searching.
Okay, yeah.
But I will resolve that in a minute. You are still
worries.
searching. But at a quick
I'm just
glance,
picturing Arthur in the background, just like putting his hands against the wall, shit, trying to see pressure points so everything else unfolds.
Okay. Ryan, what was it that you wanted to try?
Ryan is going to go back over to the vial that was filling, and he's going to try to see like if it's weighted or if it like hits a sensor or what causes the mechanism to be like considered full.
There is a line at the top of the vial, and you can just tell it has something to do with that line. Probably once the liquid hits the inside of that line would be when it opens.
Is the line at the very top of the vial or is it close to the top?
Close to the top.
Ryan is going to pull out his knife and start using the bottom of it to hit the vial at the very top above the line.
Don't. I already thought about it. If you break it, it might not work at all, and then we are stuck. Just don't.
Ryan's just standing there with his arm back, just paused like, and if we're just already stuck in here.
We're not.
don't
Sam
expect-
can cut herself. Jesus, fuck. Sam, just cut yourself in there on a brick or something. Get us out of here so we can get to you.
Ryan's going to lower the knife while looking at the window where older Sam is.
Takes her a minute to collect herself, but she looks around and she kind of shrugs at you guys. There's nothing sharp on this side.
Now that Ned is actually giving Ryan something to think about, he moves back over to older Sam's window and is like, what about the manacles that you were chained in? They're metal, right?
They are, but they got pulled up when I got released.
Find something so you're not completely useless.
That's not fair. I lost him too, you know.
Yeah, well, your Chris is in the real world living and mine's dead again.
And which do you think is harder? Do you think it's harder seeing him gone? Or do you think it's harder knowing that he's living a happy life that you can never be a part of?
You made the deal. It's your own fucking fault. I don't feel sorry for you at this point in time.
Wow. I don't remember being such a bitch when I was younger.
You and I are not the same person.
Yeah, that's clear. Ashley comes over and puts her arms around your shoulders and she's like, come on, let's go sit over by the door. We don't need to see this anymore.
Sam will follow without any hesitation.
Ryan, having heard all that, just kind of slowly sets his forehead in the glass and just sighs. Older Sam, just use your teeth. Bite your arm enough to bleed enough to get us out of here.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Gross. Fuck.
She goes to put her arm in her mouth.
Wait, couldn't you pee?
Some Vampire Diaries. Fuck that. Ugh.
Wait, okay. Can you come back to Arthur? Because Arthur has an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we doing? Why are you making her bite herself?
Out of character, this really bothers me, and I'm just waiting for the sanity rolls.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm surprised we even broke, man.
Surprised Sam didn't make you roll another sanity roll with how cold she's being.
I need like 3.
I'm 3 for my breaking point. I'm surprised we haven't spent 3 hours with you.
I'll say, Arthur, you're too invested in your search to roll a sanity on that one.
Telling it pee. It's different liquid.
No, I'm saying you're too invested in your role to see her put her arm in her mouth to start biting herself.
I know. I'm saying out of game. This is meta. This is Matt saying my idea was gonna have her pee so she would fucking hurt herself.
This is meta.
This is meta. Arthur's touching the walls and outside the spirit of Matt's like, what's going on?
You stupid ass.
You're too curious for your own good, fucking Arthur. God damn it.
Ned, yeah, roll me a sanity check.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one that didn't last time.
Get him.
Oh, 77 on a 61.
Excellent. Lose 3.
Okie dokie.
Excellent. Lose the equivalent of me going to my breaking point. Thankfully, it's not me.
Down to 58. Breaking point is 48.
Jesus, you're so sane.
You still got time.
Nick, have you
Yeah,
hit
just
your
don't look at
breaking
shit.
point at all?
Yeah, I hit one.
Oh, okay.
You've all hit at least one.
Okay.
Ryan's hit the most, so
Ryan's only hit 2.
exactly.
Yeah, the most.
Most.
To be fair, I have rolled very poorly on my sanity rolls.
Yeah, me too.
I was going to say something that completely went.
You were describing how a woman bites herself to bleed.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the funny thing about that is she rolled a crit fail.
Oh my god.
That'd be me.
So she pussies out. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ow.
What is older Sam wearing?
Older Sam is still wearing the same thing she was wearing when she left you guys.
Did she have a cowboy hat?
She
No,
did.
She did, and she dropped it. Remember, I stole it. Tis
Yep.
in my
You're
backpack
such
now.
a dick.
Yep. I was going to say she did, but then when you guys noticed that she was gone, you saw it on the floor.
Fuck. That would have had a metal ring or something in it.
You guys hear a voice. No one comes into the room, but you hear a voice.
Are you ready to accept that help yet?
Shit.
He's got no friends. He's just waiting for us. Just fucking ask if you want to hang out, dude. That's what he wants.
And what does that help require of us?
Nothing. You just stand there and look beautiful. I can get the required blood for you.
Without killing someone?
Or making a deal.
Yes, absolutely. Again, a deal requires a handshake. I can't shake your hand through glass.
To be honest, you being able to shake our hand through glass would be the least fucked up thing we've seen.
It'd probably be the most normal thing.
Right. With the in the head, right? Yes, okay.
That's still not the weirdest thing we've seen. We're worst.
Most traumatic.
That is the most traumatic.
Nobody.
I think nobody will stand as being the worst and creepiest and most interesting character we've ever met. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to talk to you.
What are you talking about? He's a free teleportation service. I think you'd all want to talk to him right now.
I don't want to talk to him.
I do.
Ryan is just gonna look at everybody else with a questioning look, just like, should we?
Not everybody all at once now.
Others too invested, okay?
Yeah, we'll take your help. Just don't hurt older Sam.
I promise I will not hurt a living soul.
That doesn't really make me feel confident.
Arthur, as you are searching around, you find a brick that is a slightly different color.
He grabs it and starts pulling.
The brick comes out easily, and you find a revolver
Hot damn.
with one single bullet.
God damn it. Oh, this solves nothing. This has to ask more questions now. But now Arthur's going to put his inventory. Revolver with one shot. Fucking Arthur Sparrow over here.
Arthur Sparrow. Yeah, but the difference is this room doesn't have rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
Because it
Why
wasn't
is
here
the
to
rum
begin with.
always gone?
The man in the suit reappears in the room, and he goes,
You see, I knew that you would need my help sooner or later. So, consider this your one freebie.
and again, in the same quick motion, in the same way that he came up to the window, like faster than you could even see, he reaches down and grabs Chris's body by the neck and hucks him at the window. And when he does, Chris's body falls onto the groove, so he is bleeding freely into the groove. As I said,
Is that what Arthur turns around to see as he gets the revolver?
you turn around to the of Chris's body hitting the window, yes. And he does like a slight bow and he goes,
As I said, did not hurt a single living soul.
with a big grin on his face.
When Chris's body hit the window, Ryan flinched, and now he just has his eyes closed, and tears are slowly rolling down his face, silently.
The grin on the man in the suit's face disappears. You don't see it because your eyes are closed. But his tone changes.
Why are you crying? You're the one that held the switch down. You're the one that doomed this man.
The grip on Sam's bat is tightening so hard.
That's because making a choice and living with it are two very different things.
You made the choice. You absolutely made the choice, but you also, in doing so, stopped everybody else from making a choice. So not only do you have to live with the consequences, they also have to live with the consequences.
I know.
How much do you regret your choice, Mr. Winchester?
Ryan just opens his eyes and stares at him. I don't know if I do.
The man in the suit grins and goes,
Then I don't think a deal is for you, my friend.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I don't know what you are.
You're right, you don't know what I am. You have not the slightest idea of what I am. And don't think for a second, Mr. Dollarin, that I haven't noticed how quiet you've been this whole time.
I have no interest in talking to you.
Oh, but you see, that's where we differ, Mr. Dollarin, because I have every interest.
and in the fraction of a second, he is on your side of the room and right in your face.
Blah!
In talking to you.
How far away is Arthur from?
You're on the other side of the room.
God.
But that means he's in front of Ned, Sam, and Ashley, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Sam, yeah, because Ashley took Sam over to the door.
Sam is gonna swing her bat at his head.
Without even looking away from Ned, he reaches up and catches it.
She keeps at least, she'll keep tension on it at least.
My dear, the men are talking.
You shut
And with that-
your mouth.
With that, he twists your wrist, and I want you to give me an opposed strength.
Please don't fuck me tonight, okay? You hear me, Dice?
I'll tell you this right now.
And I'm going to throw you in the garbage. And I don't want to do that because you're my lovely ducky dice that my wonderful brother gave me, okay? Do you hear me?
Don't you do that.
I will tell you this right now. Before you look at what you rolled.
Uh-huh.
He has an 85 in strength.
Uh-huh.
God.
He rolled a 57.
Uh-huh.
So you have to beat his number while staying under your strength number.
Okay, so I have to beat his...
You have to beat a 57, but stay under your strength modifier.
I got a 74 and a 75.
Hell yes, you did. As he goes to twist your wrist to take the bat out of your hand, you are able to use the momentum to kind of swing your whole body around and keep a grip on the bat, and I will let you make an unopposed attack against him.
Fuck yeah. Now what the hell do I roll for an attack?
You would just roll a melee weapons.
Okay.
But I will let you roll it at an advantage, and I will let you roll it at a plus 20.
Ooh, okay. So that is a 34 on a modified 49.
Okay? I will still let you roll it at advantage, even though you passed it, because you rolled the 10 spot again. So if you manage to roll a 40, that would be a 44, which would be a crit.
I rolled a 24 on a modified 29. With that.
I thought you said it was a modified 49.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay. So you do indeed hit.
Nice.
Do you guys know off the top of your head what the damage for a bat is? I don't have the...
Yes, I do. It is a 1d8.
Okay, roll 2d8.
Damn.
Where's my fucking d8? Where is it? There you are. Hold on, I don't have 2d8 because I'm not used to combat.
But you can roll the 1d8 twice if you want to.
That's too much work. But, I mean, that's only 8 damage, so I mean...
Damage.
That's still 8 damage as your bat smacks him right in the side of the face.
Nice.
Get the fuck away from my friend.
The grin on his face never wavers as his eyes dart to you.
Well, well, well. Somebody has a little spunk. Maybe you're the one that's worthy of the deal.
What deal?
I'm sure as you've noticed, things in this realm are not definite.
Clearly.
Meaning, your buddy Chris does not have to stay dead.
On what grounds?
As I said before, you've already had your freebie. So this time, payment would be required. Are you willing to do what it takes in order to secure the life of your lover?
She grips her bat again. She's like, do you want me to smack you again? Because I will.
I did pick the right one for this deal.
I need Arthur to roll me a stealth at a plus... Do it at a plus 20 because he's quite distracted right now.
Yes. Okay. Come on, baby. A 21 on a 35.
Ooh, your stealth is only 15.
Yeah, I did myself shit.
Oofta. But a 21 on a modified 35 would get you closer. All right, you are able to indeed get closer. Now, I want you to know, this is very critical. You will be rolling that stealth more and more to do anything.
I know.
Can I see Arthur?
You can see Arthur. But here's what I want you to keep in mind, because I know where your mind's going, and I just want you to...
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just really want you to weigh the consequences before you make a choice.
I just saw my friend die, and the person that caused it is right in the same room. So Arthur has an idea, and he's following that idea.
You're
And
correct.
I'm grabbing my bloody dice.
Just remember, last episode was choices. This one's called consequences.
And I will, before you even make this choice, I will give you the consequence.
That's not fair.
Oh, no, it's very fair. It's very fair. Because this is something that Arthur would think of as well. You have seen just how fast this guy is.
I know. Why do you think he's nervous?
I'm going to tell you right now, if you roll a stealth and fail as you're firing this gun, Samantha, Ashley, and Ned are on the other side of him.
So I'm trying to get closer.
Shoot him in the taint.
Choices.
I hope you didn't expect to have demonic kids.
Since he's looking at Sam, Ned's gonna, and seeing that Arthur's kind of sneaking up behind him, Ned's gonna reach up and grab him by the chin and turn his face back to me. Hey, you said we were talking.
Roll an unarmed.
Sure.
You're not going to do damage, but just to make sure you can actually physically touch him.
84 on a 53.
So you go to reach up to him, and it's like a Dragon Ball Z moment where you go to punch and he just moves his head.
Well, at least I got your attention. I thought we were talking here.
You know we were talking here, but,
And now we're done. Leave.
His eyebrows raise.
Leave. No one's making a deal with you. Sam, you know better.
Ned, now is not the time.
No, right now is exactly the time. Chris was already dead. You watched his body go in the ground. We can't even guarantee that was going to be able to go back to our world anyway. No one's making a deal with you.
If older Sam can do it, I can do it as well. Her Chris got to go home. He died. He came here, and he's back home. Why can't ours?
You don't know any of that.
Only one way to find out.
Leave. Mr. Suitman, get the fuck out.
You see an exasperated look on his face like,
same as usual.
and he reaches out and grabs Samantha by the shirt and in an instant, they're gone.
Fuck!
Bye, everybody.
Oh no, you're not gone. I'm not that nice. Samantha, the next thing you know, you are in the side of the trap where Chris's dead body is. And he looks at you and he goes, the man in suit looks at you and he goes,
There, now we don't have the distractions. We can talk deals now. I thrive on a good deal.
Okay. This is Melanie. This is not Sam. Was not expecting that, but all right.
trust me, I wasn't either. That's why I rolled the dice and the dice chose for me.
Fuck.
Because it was either going to be he just teleports you over there so he can talk to you without the interruption, or he was going to look at Ned and be like,
I'm going to speak with the one with the bigger balls, thank you.
and the dice said, no, we're going to a secluded part of the room.
Well, as they get teleported over there, Arthur's fucking gusto gets kind of taken away. He's like, well, shit. And he like puts down this revolver. The adrenaline has fucking dropped.
The adrenaline's just gone.
Yeah.
I'm calling him Smiley in my notes, just so you know.
Okay.
Smiley.
I'm calling him Jackass.
Yeah.
I'm wishing I could speak with a radio filter.
Oh my
Shut
God. If you did that, we'd get sued, Mr. OC.
Yeah, this guy's an OC. He's wearing a black suit.
Why is he in grayscale?
It's not a red suit. He is not carrying a staff with a microphone on the end of it.
Now you're just blatantly telling the reference.
Okay.
We get it. You're Grim from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
What a good fucking show.
Classic.
Now that we don't have the distraction over here, this isn't a hard deal to make. I can bring Chris back for you. I can get you into the next room. It'll be as if nothing happened. I can put all of you back on the same side of the room. It's just gonna cost one teensy favor.
And what's that?
I don't know.
How do you not know what the favor is?
It'll be up to my discretion. It's quite simple, really. All I'm proposing is a trade.
A trade?
Yes.
And he glances over at older Samantha.
Okay. Well, what do you want with her?
Well, you have to get the blood from somewhere.
You expect me to trade her life for Chris's?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mishear when you said that you wished it was her instead of him?
I don't see how this is a deal.
It's quite simple. I reverse the roles. She dies, she gives you the blood, Chris lives.
There's a catch. What's the catch?
That is the catch. The catch is, with this deal, somebody still has to die. I mean, I could definitely let older Samantha live. But in that case...
He snaps his fingers, and all of a sudden, Ashley is in his grip.
I could just take her instead.
No. Let her go.
Sam, please.
Let her go.
Well, then clearly it has to be her.
He says as he points over to older Samantha on the other side of the glass and snaps as Ashley shows back up with the rest of the group.
Or it could be you. Really, I don't care who it is. I'm just saying, a trade has to be made. Or I could put you back on the other side of the glass, kick Chris a few more times to get the blood flowing.
Don't touch him.
He grins.
Why not, my dear? He's already gone.
Sam will sidestep so she's between him and Chris's body. I said, don't touch him.
Oh. Do you really think you can stand between me?
I don't care how fast you are. I don't care what kind of deals you want me to make. I'll beat you. with this fucking bat as many times as I can until I'm blue in the face if you touch him again.
I will admit you did get a lucky hit. I was not expecting that.
By the way, you guys on the other side of the glass can hear all this. The glass has been two-way this whole time, so you are able to chime in. There's just no physical interference like how Ned was trying to grab him and force him to talk to him again. That's why he brought him over there. You guys can still hear and chime in on all this.
Nope.
Arthur's thinking about. No, he doesn't want to waste his bullet.
Well, if nobody else is going to. Ryan taps on the glass with the handle of his knife, making sure it's nice and loud. Not like hitting it, but just like tapping. Excuse me.
Still grinning, but kind of like sighing, he looks up over Samantha's shoulder.
Yes?
I just had a question about the deal you're making with my friend there. You said the string was that someone had to die, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's the strings to the deal. What do you get out of it?
It's not what I get out of it. Like I said, I thrive off of deals. It's not like a I get your soul thing. You're reading too much science fiction. It's just the act of a deal that keeps me going.
So what you're saying is that if we don't make a deal, you're just screwed.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not, but I have my constraints as well. You've seen me zipping around, going through the wall. That's all fine and dandy, but to really use my power, to really unleash, even just for a moment, a deal has to be made. That is my constraint. I can only let loose for the sake of a deal. I can only feel alive for the sake of a deal. That's what I get out of it.
Hey Sam, I know you really don't like me right now. But if you don't make the deal, all you're gonna do is blue ball the guy that killed your friend. The person you loved. Just remember that. And then Ryan's just gonna sit with his back to the wall underneath the window.
But Ryan, what if we can bring him back?
His grin widens.
Hey Sam, you're right. We probably can bring him back. But who says it has to be with this slime ball?
And what if we can't?
Sam, we've seen a creature that is barely human be able to teleport at will. We've seen some sort of demon take someone's face and do basically whatever it wants. We've watched time be weird. We've seen things that just shouldn't be possible. Don't take the first thing that he offers up. Don't even take his deal. I'm sure there's other things out there that can do something. I'm sure we can do something ourselves.
How close is Sam to the brick with the knife?
On the other side of the chamber. He pulled you back to where Chris was originally chained up, and the knife is in the wall, like where the window is at.
So she stepped between him and Chris's body. So how far, I'm asking, is
10 feet, 10, 15 feet. Why don't you come out here and talk to us? She's not the only one that can make a deal, you know. He looks up and sees Ashley spoke up, and he gets kind of a look on his face.
Don't. Ashley? No. Just keep your mouth shut.
Samantha, it was me wanting to see my brother that got us into this in the first place.
Yeah, and I'm going to get us out of this.
How?
I don't know, but I can't lose you too.
I got us into this mess. Let me get us out of this.
No.
He crosses his arms and just kind of watches this scene play out. Ashley walks up to the glass and pounds on the glass and looks at you and says, Samantha, for once in your life, quit being so goddamn bullheaded. And I want you to roll a human on that.
God damn it, that's my worst one. Dropped a dice. Oh, hold on. That might actually be good for once.
Quick question, God.
Yes.
Since Ashley is basically standing right over Ryan, can Ryan look up and see her face?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
I was so close. That was a 19 out of 11.
You can burn 8 luck.
Oh, I can't. I have so much luck. I'm burning 8 luck.
You want to burn 8 luck to make it an 11?
I am burning 8 luck to make it an 11.
Okay. As she is yelling at you, her eyes are darting down.
Hold on, I was fixing my notes. Her eyes are darting down.
Mm-hmm.
Like as if she's trying to tell me something that Melanie is not picking up on.
Like she's trying to tell you to come over to the window to keep arguing with her, yes.
Uh-huh. What was the last thing she said to me? Stop being so goddamn bullheaded.
Stop being so goddamn bullheaded.
Excuse me? I'm the one being bullheaded here? And she walks closer. How am I being the one bullheaded when I'm the one who is constantly watching her friends being ripped apart?
Because as usual, you are trying to tell us how we are going to lead our life. You are not letting any of us help. You are not letting any of us make a decision. Guys, back me up here.
Sam keeps walking closer to the glass.
Okay.
Oh, somebody has to take charge down here.
And why can't it be part of the group? Why does it always have to be you?
Because sometimes a leader they just need to take charge, and nobody else is taking charge, it seems like, and I feel like I'm the one making all the goddamn decisions.
Is nobody else really going to back me up down here? Arthur, you don't have anything to say? Ryan? Ned?
I've made my point pretty clear.
Ryan stands up. I mean, she's got a point, Sam. We're all in this together.
Why does it seem like you are all against me?
I've never been against you.
I'm sorry, it's just the way you said that.
Dude, I know. It's Arthur's voice, okay? You can't take this voice seriously.
You really can't.
Oh my God.
No.
I've never been against you.
It's very close.
Gore. Well, humanity.
I don't know how you can do that during such a serious scene. Oh, man.
I'm devastated.
I've never been against you.
Max?
Oh my God. Ned'll walk up to the window, finally leaving the door, seeing that it's not opening. Sam, nobody here is against you. But you have to realize that you can't just run off and make all the decisions on your own. That's not leadership, that's stupidity.
He's right, Samantha. That's older Sam talking to you.
You stay out of this.
Hey now, don't talk to yourself that way.
Shut up.
That's Ashley. Look at her, Samantha, Ashley says. She's been through more than you ever will. You can't tell your future self that her opinion doesn't matter.
But what?
And now,
what's I'm meant to become?
Meant to become what?
That. Her. Here by myself.
What makes you think that you have to do that?
What if she's not really from a different dimension? What if she's just future me trying to tell me something and saying that the only way you guys are getting back is if I stay behind?
Sweetheart, she says as she looks at you. In my dimension, Arthur didn't wear glasses. He had 20/20 vision.
What the fuck?
Oh my
This is bullshit. You hear Arthur raging in the background.
As much as I am enjoying this, squabble, my patience is wearing thin. Do we have a deal, Samantha, or not?
Ryan, getting back a little bit of his gusto, is going to lean around so he can look at the guy behind Sam and just be like, hey, fuckboy, we're trying to have a moment here. Can you just give us a minute?
He pops over to your side of the glass
Boy.
and looks down at you and he goes,
I'm sorry. did you say?
Hey, is Sam close enough to the brick now?
Yes, you are, and he is not on your side of the room.
Okay, Sam reaches down and pulls the brick back, grabs the knife, and slits her hand open and squeezes it to fill the rest of the blood.
Yes!
That is not where I thought you were going to go with that.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So you slit your hand, same way Ashley did, at the very beginning of this, story, and you squeeze it over the little trench that has been dug into the brick. And Ned, you're the one that's been keeping an eye on it. You can kind of see what she's doing, and you glance over, and you see the rest of it fill up.
I'll say the moment that I see her cut her hand and do that, Ned bolts to the door.
When he popped up in front of Ryan just looks up at him and goes, "You're cute, but still a fuck boy."
He is so focused on you, he does not see what Samantha did. He is going to make an unarmed strike against you. And I'm going to tell you right now, his unarmed combat is also an 85.
He is a fuck boy.
Fuck boy.
Ooh. He rolled a 22 on an 85.
So he failed.
No, he crit succeeded.
I'm really hoping you guys are going to be able to carry Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's taking some damage.
Yeah. That's a good fucking... Good
What is an unarmed strike?
1d4 minus 1.
Yeah.
And a crit would be 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he is supernatural, which is going to make it 3 of them.
So he's on our side, attacking him then. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's how Sam was able to get the knife and cut her hand.
And with 3d4 minus 1, because it would be minus 1 for all the d4, you are only taking 2 damage on that crit because he rolled a 5. But because you have to minus 1 for each one, you're only taking 2 damage on it.
Thank God.
So since he's busy in doing a brawl, can Arthur slunk over and just hop a cap in his boy ass?
He's not really doing a brawl. He just kind of reached out and backhanded Ryan faster than Ryan could react. But yeah, you could.
I want to try.
Damn, Ash, I think you hit harder than that.
Since his attention is on Arthur, can I, or what do you want me to roll?
I mean, you can just roll a firearms. Because at this point, the glass is on the other side of him. You don't have to worry about hitting one of your friends if he moves. But he is going to roll an alertness against you.
Not cool.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
I did not expect to hit him, I'll be honest. My firearm is shit.
What's your firearms?
My firearms is 23, but I got a 17 on a 23.
Okay. I hate to ask again because, I'm the person that should know this stuff. Does anybody know what a revolver's damage is?
I think it's a D100.
Fuck off.
I'll pull it up real quick. Hold on.
I can't
A
believe
handgun is 1d10.
1d10. Hey, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
He crit failed his alertness.
Hells yeah. Yeah, he did.
Jordan, what kind of gun was it?
Revolver.
A revolver? Okay. You have 2 choices for your damage. 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 1 or 1d10 plus 2.
I think 1d10 plus 2, because that's easier.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Since he crit failed his alertness, I'm going to go ahead and treat it like a crit success on your side. Go ahead and roll that twice.
Jesus Christ. And no, an adamantium bullet. What do you think? Right in his fucking face. So hold on. So let me get this straight. I'm rolling this twice then?
You're going to roll 2d10 plus 4 is what you're going to roll.
Gotcha. 2d10 plus 4. So 13.
13 damage to his face.
To his fucking face.
And how much damage had you done earlier, Melanie?
I did 8 damage earlier.
8 damage. 8 and 13.
13's a pretty unlucky number, too.
That's 21 damage.
Fuck this guy.
Your round hits him, because I'm going to guess you're going for the side of the head, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hits him right in the side of the head. And he is so not expecting it. The round literally takes him off his feet as he collides with the window and slumps to the floor.
Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes, please, get the fuck out of there.
Also, am I taking damage for cutting my hand open?
Yeah, take a d4 minus 1. So, like, if you had 6 left, Breck, 3 or higher would have been, you would have had to roll for consciousness.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't half of my total hit points if I went below it.
No, it's just half of what you have left. If you'd lose half of your remaining hit points in one attack, you have to make sure you don't pass out.
Yep.
Okay.
And I was going to say, if that's not the official rule, that's my fucking rule. So
It's fine. God is law. Tabletop.
what'd you roll for damage, Melanie?
I rolled a 3, so I took 2 damage.
Okay. So you took 2 damage, and everyone is ecstatic that Arthur just shot the man in the suit in the head and that he just slumped to the ground. And the door opens. And you guys are able to get into the next room.
Does that mean
What do you do?
Sam Squared is able to get in the next room too?
See, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Mm-hmm. As the door opens and you guys realize that your way through to the next room is clear and you are able to progress and everybody is excited about that awesome shot that Arthur just got, the realization dawns on you. You just trapped Samantha on the other side of the room with Chris's dead body. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my God. Fuck